Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Hey there YouTube, it's Bobby aka Paginator, and we're gonna have a little Sharkathon wrap up and results video today. When you're seeing this, it's going to be Saturday, July 24th. If any of you are watching from Utah, happy 24th of July. It's a holiday in Utah, if you don't know. I don't know holidays for every state, but I grew up in Utah. It's a big deal there. Just saying. Anyway, Sharkathon. Hey guys, it's Editing Bobby. I meant to ask you guys if you watched Shark Week, if you watched any of the shows, what was your favorite one? I think mine was Eyre going for gold. It was kind of like an Olympics competition with the sharks that breach out of the water in South Africa. It was pretty cool. There were also some other really fascinating shows, and I have a few more saved on my DVR that I'm going to be watching. And National Geographic Channel doesn't do like Shark Week, but they have another shark event going on this whole month. So if you're hungry for more shark shows, you can check that out as well. Anyway, back to the video. Fun. So I didn't know if anyone was going to participate with me, and several people did, so thank you. We're going to get to the results and how many pages we generated and all that in just a minute, but to review, based on the results, I will be making donations to two organizations. We have them linked in the space down below. One is based on children's literacy, and one is helping out sharks. Bruce, what did we read for Sharkathon? I'm going to go over what I read during that time, and as well, like, you know, just little wrap-up kind of thing. I won't go too deep into detail on the books that I read for Sharkathon, but I will tell you a little bit about them. So, first we have Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. And this one is a classic novel about a young woman who grew up an orphan, kind of unloved, unwanted, and gets a job as a governess in this wealthy mansion, and falls in love with the man who owns it. Spooky things happen in that book, though. It's kind of bizarre. We have This Poison Heart by Kaylin Barron. This is about a young girl who has powers that she doesn't know where they came from, but these powers cause plants, flowers, herbs, all different kinds of plants to respond to her. Like, they lean towards her, they grow towards her. She can grow things magically, and we find out later that she has been adopted by two moms, and they live in New York City, and she finds out that she has inherited a large estate from an aunt, the sister of her birth mother. And she goes there and learns more about the gifts that she's been given with plants. And there's also, it's like a kind of a horror novel as well at the same time. It was very well done. Look at the Titanic is about a young Chinese English girl. Her dad was Chinese, her mom was English, and she has a ticket to board the Titanic, but they say, no, you can't get on. We don't allow Chinese people in America, so you might as well go away. And she sneaks on board because her brother and 5 other Chinese men are on this ship. They're being transported to Cuba via the Titanic, and she wants to go with her brother because he's her only remaining family, and convince him to go to America because they have like a circusy kind of act that they could perfect and perform, perhaps even for the famous Ringling Brothers. And then lastly, we have Lost Book of the White by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. This is the second book in a series talking about mostly Alec and Magnus and their life together after the Mortal Instruments series events happen. But we do have some favorite characters from that series coming back in, like Clary and Jace, as well as some others. So if you have read the Mortal Instruments, I would highly recommend picking up this series, The Eldest Curses. It's just fun to like revisit those characters. Okay, I said I wasn't going to say too much about those books, and I feel like I said too much, but I'm sorry. All right, Bruce, how many points did we get for the readathon? All right, So we're going to start with what I read. Now, if you remember from the announcement video, any book that has a strong connection to the ocean and or sharks gets double points. Otherwise, you get a point for every page you read. So I had one book with a double connection, which was Luck of the Titanic. Obviously takes place on the ocean. And so for me, just the 4 books that I read, I got 1,911 points. And then all of you lovely people logged in some more books, and I'm so pleased that anyone participated, but other than what I read, we had 5 other books logged, and yeah, that's not like as big as whatever Athon did. I mean, they had thousands and thousands of points, but hey, it's okay. I know I'm a small channel. I appreciate whatever help I can get with this. So, one of the books that was read had a double points ocean connection. So you guys totaled 1,504 points, so we have a total of 3,415 points. Now, in my announcement video, I was really vague about how the donations were going to work because I was scared of, like, what happens if, like, tons of people donate and, like, or read, and then I have to donate, like, thousands of dollars. This isn't going to work. I'm a teacher. I'm not made of money. So what I did was created categories of donations. So if we had a grand total between 0 and 2,500 points, I would donate $25 to each organization. 2,501 to 5,000 points would be $50 each. 5,001 to 7,500 points would be $75 each, and 7,501 and more would be $100 each. So we, again, our total was 3,415 points. So I'm going to be donating $50 each to those organizations. I know that's not a massive donation, but every little bit helps. And anyone who's worked in a nonprofit or a volunteer organization will tell you any amount of help is so appreciated. So I'm going to be hitting up their websites and making those donations. I am going to be maybe waiting a few more weeks before I officially make them, because the way that teachers get paid in the summer, at least in my district, is weird. We get like a massive chunk of money, like 3 months worth at the beginning of summer. I say massive, it's not, it's like 3 paychecks because we get our June, July, August paychecks. And so it's not till September 10th that I'm going to get paid again. So I'm going to carefully lay out like all the things that I need to spend money on. So the donations will be made, they just might not be immediately, and I hope you guys can trust me to do that. I am a woman of my word. I promise they are going to be made. And thank you to everyone who read and logged your books on the Google form. It was just fun to me to like make my own prompts and host my own readathon. So even if I was the only one who read, I would have enjoyed it. But thank you to those of you who participated as well. And if you participated but didn't log your books, thank you for reading anyway. Like, and thank you for watching my channel. Like, it's so crazy to me that people care what I like think and have to say about book stuff. Like, it's very weird to me, but it is what it is. That's the world we live in. So that's gonna conclude our Sharkathon results. Let me know in the comments below if you want to do this next summer as well. I probably will anyway, whether you guys want me to host it on this channel or not, and we'll just kind of take it from there. So have a wonderful weekend / day. I hope it's magical, amazing, bookish as well. Happy reading. Adios.